How to perform a liquidation analysis. Are you curious about how to perform a liquidation analysis, especially in the context of small business bankruptcy? This process is essential for understanding what creditors might receive if a business's assets are sold off. Let's break it down step by step. First, you need to identify all assets. Make a thorough list that includes tangible assets like real estate, equipment, inventory, vehicles, and cash. Don't forget about intangible assets too. These can be legal claims or rights that have monetary value. Remember, all assets that are not exempt under bankruptcy law are part of the bankruptcy estate. Next, determine the liquidation value of these assets. This is the net amount you expect to get from selling them quickly, often at a discount. Liquidation value is usually less than market value because assets are sold under time pressure. You also need to consider costs that will reduce your net proceeds. This includes the trustee's commission, which is a percentage of the funds distributed, and costs of sale like realtor fees or auctioneer costs. Any expenses for preparing assets for sale, such as repairs or cleanup, also need to be deducted. After calculating the liquidation value, subtract administrative costs. These costs are related to the bankruptcy process and include trustee fees and other expenses necessary to manage and liquidate the estate. These costs take priority and will reduce the amount available for creditors. Now it's time to calculate claims against the estate. List all claims in order of priority. Start with Chapter 7 administrative claims, which include trustee fees and legal fees. Then, move on to secured creditors who have liens on specific assets. After that come priority unsecured creditors, like taxes and employee wages, followed by general unsecured creditors. Once you have all this information, apply the waterfall distribution rule. This means distributing the net proceeds according to the absolute priority rule. First, pay administrative claims in full. Next, pay secured creditors from the collateral securing their claims. After that, priority unsecured creditors get paid, and finally, general unsecured creditors receive any remaining funds. If a class of creditors does not receive full payment, lower priority creditors will not receive anything. If you are dealing with a Chapter 11 or Chapter 13 case, the liquidation analysis serves as a benchmark. The best interests of creditors test requires that creditors receive at least as much under the reorganization plan as they would in liquidation. If liquidation provides a higher recovery, the court may reject the reorganization plan. In small business bankruptcy, performing a liquidation analysis is vital. It helps determine whether assets can cover debts and administrative costs, or if liquidation will leave creditors with little or no recovery. This analysis guides decisions on whether to pursue Chapter 7 liquidation or attempt reorganization under Chapter 11 or Chapter 13. It also informs negotiations with creditors and the court about repayment plans. By following these steps, you can perform a thorough liquidation analysis that will help you understand the financial situation better and make informed decisions during bankruptcy proceedings.